Okay, I'm going to be looking at one of my favourite theme decks to play in this game, Tropical Takedown. I've tried a few decks out so far. Consistently, so far Tropical Takedown wins more often than any deck I've played. Tried Sky Guardian, got Rallying Cry, Mental Might, Max Strike, Lightning Loop. Tropical Takedown has more versatility to it, it's more consistent, particularly with the cards inside. Now, not all decks are going to win straight away. There's no golden key winning deck. Not that it's going to win every single time, but for consistency and a more versatile deck, you're going to want to go for Tropical Takedown. So let's look inside. Okay, first up, the key element to this deck is obviously the Executor. It's in the front of the box. The Execute doesn't really do anything. It's just there to evolve into the Executor. It has the ability, well, a move, multiply, search deck for Execute and put it onto your bench and shuffle your deck. Kind of useful just in case you know it's going to die soon, okay, it's out there. But the whole point of this deck is to get this guy out. It's got 160 HP, so it's massive HP. And it has one attack, Tropical Shake, for 1 green energy. It does 20 damage. And then 20 more damage for each type of basic energy card in your discard pile. And you can't add more than 100 in this way. But the premise of the deck is to get as many energy cards as you can into your discard pile to rank up the damage, Tropical Shake, and then swing in and hit. Now, using discarding cards, when your Pokemon get knocked out, energy attached to the Pokemon will go into the discard pile. It makes the attack stronger and stronger. It's just a really good surprise card, and you can get it out super fast, you can get the energy into the discard pile super quickly. It's such a good card. So in the deck, it lets you search for Pokemon really fast, search for energy cards really fast. It's so consistent. What else have we got in here? Cubone, I'm going to talk for some of the cards in the deck. Cubone is an okay card. 60 HP, it's got attack 40, but it can't 40 damage for 2 colorless, can't attack during next turn. It's an okay Pokemon, like an ideal turn 1 play while you're waiting for you to get Execute out. The Alolan Marowak that evolves into, it's not very often I use this card as like a winner. It can be handy. There are a few Pokemon in this deck that have the Alolan name, so you can trigger the Alolan Club attack. It's 20 damage for each Pokemon. Then player has the Alolan in its name. I'm not going to really use that much. It can be handy against when playing grass types. I want the fire advantage. The Limbo attack is pretty handy for getting energy cards out your deck, just in case. Solrock. The only thing really this card for is a double draw ability. It's got 9 HP. It's a good turn 1 play just to sit there and just you keep pumping out the double draw ability, drawing cards until it dies. Really. Sometimes if you're playing the right deck and you've got a weakness to the type, you can use Solar Heat, but mainly it's going to be a drawing card. Just to keep drawing consistently, get what you need. Through, it's an okay card. It's good if you've got nothing in your hand because it's got 90 HP, it's got attack called Return for 1 energy, and you play it and you can draw cards, so you have 5 cards in your hand, so you're going to get a constant stream of cards in your hand. It's not the most useful card, but in some situations it can be really handy if you're running low on cards in your hand and you really need to get a boost. I really like the Alolan Rattata, 40 HP for 1 energy, no 20 damage, pretty handy. Good turn 1 play, it's 4 of them in the deck, but I like this card because what it evolves into is so useful. There's 2 Alolan Raticates in the deck, 2 different types. The first one has 120 HP. It has 2 pretty good moves. Evil Orders lets you search for a number of cards up to the number of your bench Pokemon and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So if you've got 3 bench Pokemon, you search for 3 cards, any cards, energy, trainer, Pokemon, and put them into your hand. Super handy. And it's an attack for 3 energy, Endeavour, flip 2 coins, it does 30 more damage for each heads. So you're doing at least 60 of that attack. You can get 90, do 120. It's just a good big hitter kind of card to get out. The other Raticate, kind of similar, but it's super fast. I love to get this out on turn 2 120 HP. It has Enhanced Fang for one. It does 10 damage, but it has a tool card attached to it. It does 50 more damage. If you can put onto this the hoverboard, there's a retreat cost. Just stick it on this Pokemon. You're doing 60 a turn. It's for 1 energy. It's pretty cool. The other attack, it can be pretty handy, but it depends on what your luck is of coins. Mine's not very good, so I don't tend to use this very much. But Hyper Fang does 60 damage, but you got to flip a coin, and if tails, the attack does nothing. But like I say, it's a turn 1 play, Rattata, then turn 2, get one of these out. Really useful. I really like this card. It does not do much damage. It's never really a finisher. I just like this card for the ability, the Vital Dance. I mean, it's 90 HP, does 30 damage, Psychic for 2 energy. So, like I said, if you're playing the deck with a Psychic deck, you can use the weaknesses. But when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. So that's handy because the deck runs, I think, 4 colours as deck runs, so you're going to want the energy you need quickly. Well, actually 5 colours. It's just a super handy card. Like I say, you're drawing in cards, you're searching for energy, you gain what you want in your hand fast, which is why I like this deck. It doesn't rely on so much as luck. It's just a bit more consistent. The Alone Sandshrew and Sandslash. Sandshrew is okay. It's just a turn 1 play. I mainly use this on the bench to get the Sandslash out because of the ability. I mean, it has Fury Swipes, 33 coins, does 10 damage for each heads. You're not going to use this much. You might do. Sometimes I play Fire decks and I've used this. Doesn't always work, but I like to put this Pokemon on the bench and then leave this Pokemon on the bench evolve for the ability. Sometimes, like I say, if you're on a struggle, you can use this attack smash turn. 3 energy, switch to Pokemon, one of your bench Pokemon, so you can keep switching back and forth and keep him from getting knocked out. But I just love the ability. Slush Rush, once during your turn, before you attack, you may draw a card. It's just super handy, you're just constantly just drawing and drawing. But be careful though, because the deck has a lot of draw cards. You don't want to draw your deck out, because if you can't draw a card, I think it's an instant loss. So just be careful, keep your eye on your deck count in the corner. Now onto the trainer cards, Ultra Ball, 3 of these. The reason why I like these cards is discard 2 cards from your hand and then search for a Pokemon, reveal it and put it into your hand. So what I'm going to usually do is discard energy cards. I check the discard pile first to see what I need, and then put energy cards that I haven't got already in there to get more types. And that when I play Executor, it's pumped up already and it's doing massive damage. You can use anything you want, any Pokemon, it's super handy. A Rescue Stretcher, you can put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand or shuffle 3 from your discard pile into your deck. I use this usually to rescue my Executor to bring it back to finish off again. It's the best thing for, but it's just a handy support card. It's an item so you can play the energy once during your turn. Potion, says it, well, can't say anything on that, to heal 30 damage for your Pokemon or more do you want, it's just handy. Nest Ball, it's an item switch deck for basic Pokemon, put into your bench. I use this to get out like Execute and Rattata, but don't use this to get out to the Oricorio because you won't get the effect because you have to play it from your hand onto the bench, so just be careful. Escape Rope is just a really good card. With both players switch that to Pokemon, one of their bench Pokemon. Your opponent switches first and then you switch yours. It's a super handy card, and even in like most decks I make, I play this kind of Escape Rope or a switch card. It's just so handy when your opponent's got a perfect Pokemon that you can't get around. You just switch out, finish them off for the win. Energy Retrieval, it's not often I use these because you took basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand because I want to keep them in the discard pile, one of each type to get the boost. But it can be useful if you've got no energy that you need, you discarded the wrong ones, it's handy to bring back. Energy Lotto, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, you may reveal an energy card you find there and put it into your hand. Just another handy card for searching for the energy. I use this as a last resort if I really need the energy for the Pokemon. Field Blower, it's 2 of. These cards are they're in most decks, and you see a lot of play in tournaments. They're just so handy because a lot of people use tool cards and stadium cards, and sometimes using a tool card can really just put the pressure on early. So having these in your deck, in most decks, is so handy. I always use this kind of card. What else we got? Support cards, Lady, search for 4 energy cards, reveal them, put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. This card's great when you combine the Ultra Ball. So you search for 4 basic energy cards, you can set any type you want, you can get all different types. Then you use the Ultra Ball to discard 2 different types, so you're constantly checking your discard pile for different ones that you need. Lily, draw cards to have 6 in your hand. Pretty obvious really, draw cards to have 8 if you went first. How, just handy, draw 3 cards. Professor, I can't say his name, I'm going to attempt to say his name. Draw 2 cards, and during your turn your Pokemon attacks 20 more damage to protected Pokemon. Always a handy card to have. I ain't going to say his name, no way. Discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, draw 4 cards. He's a really good card to use. Obviously, discarding cards, what you want to do, draw cards. Perfect, get rid of the energy cards you don't need, get the different variety, swinger for the win. A skateboard, it reduces the cost, retreat costs of Pokemon. I use this mostly for the Raticate, to get damage in early. So this too, weakness policy, Pokemon it's attached to has no weakness, it's good against certain decks. I'm playing like a fire deck, that'll just destroy my Executor. Then we've got the energy, running Dark, Rock, Grass, Psychic and Water. So I'm going to just show how the deck works in a match. We're going to train a match, just in case the human player takes too long, as they can sometimes do. Tropical Takedown, we'll go against this guy, and we'll play. And we'll fingers crossed for a good opening hand, because you can't mulligan unless you have no Pokemon in your hand. So let's see how this goes. No hard feelings, yeah, whatever, hurry up, come on. Go on. Ooh, I think I killed it. Nope, let's go. Alright, let's see what we get. Good, Executes, that's good. Oricorio, I've got the energy that I need. Could do the Executor, also a big hitter, but I'll take that. I will use this straight away. I'm not going to play Oricorio because you have to play it during your turn, and this is a sort of pre-turn phase. Be careful of that in abilities, always read, just double check, because if I play it straight away I will not get the effect to search for energy cards. So I'm going to click done, and I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to play it and get the energy that I need. I really need the Executor. So they're playing Dark and Electric. They aren't playing Fire, I don't think, so Executor's pretty safe. They went first. Dene and oh yeah. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's go. Sunslash. Right. See, I want to play Oricorio. Search for energy cards. Yes. I've already got a Dark and a Water, so I'm going to want anything other than that. I want Grass and let's say Psychic, just in case I have to play Oricorio. Just in case. Get in there. There we go. So that's that. Let's play Lady. Just fill up our hand with energy cards. We'll get that, we'll get that, we'll get that. And a Water just in case. Yep. So that's sorted. Let's put that on him. I'm going to multiply, purely because it will filter the deck out and get better draws. It's a good tip you want to do. Even if you don't need a Pokemon or you don't need energy, it's handy to do it just so you filter your deck down so you're drawing less dud cards. Because if I drew Execute next, I'd be really annoyed. Okay, so we can draw 3 cards. Let's see, he's got a bit of a team they're building up. Executor. Not bad. We need this early on though. Right. I've got Executor on the bench, so this guy can just die. He's just a dud. He'll just take the bullet for me. What we will do is we'll evolve Execute, get the Executor ready, and we will. It's only 1 energy cost, so we don't really need him to be out. I mean, there's no energy in the discard pile, so we no point doing the attack yet. I'm going to put that on him just in case I want to attack. I'm going to multiply again, just to filter through the deck. Just get that down. Like I say, keep your eye on the deck count in the corner, because if you're drawing a lot of cards, you don't want to get too low. Oh, yep, dead already. So I've already got a green energy in the discard pile. So what we'll do is get Executor out. Great. So we've already got a green. Like I say, click on that to check. You've got a green in there. That's all we want. So we play a discard card ability. We'll discard anything but green. We'll get one of them and one of them. Done. Okay, we'll put a green on him ready. Don't want to play that really, don't need that. I don't want to do that. We'll put further out on the bench. Okay, let's go for the attack. This should do 60 damage, I think. Oh, I'm wrong, 80. Super, just so efficient, just so good. Let's see what we get. Cubone, okay. And let's say next go, I'm going to do this again, and we're going to put the ones that we're missing, types, into the discard pile. What's he played here? Revive, that's fine. Ooh, struggling for energy, I think. Fantastic. So, discard. Okay, let's check this first. Right, I need water. I need Psychic, but that's my own fault, really. I should have put Psychic on him. Doesn't matter. So, we'll get rid of the water, and we'll do another green, just in case. There we go. We will play Cubone in case I want to get Marowak out. I'm going to use this to search basic Pokemon. I'm going to get Sandshrew out because I've already got Sand Slash, so I can get the draw card ability early on. I'm going to put an energy on this just in case I need to come out and attack. Okay, here we go again. We're going to have a knockout. 100 damage. And with 160 HP, it's very tough to take down Executor. And I've got a stretcher just in case, I've got a Execute on the bench just in case. So, I mean, against fire decks you will struggle. Sometimes you might even get Executor. Sometimes that'll happen, and that'll be quite annoying. So, let's evolve these two. I've got both these. Okay, Paralyze is really irritating. We're gonna have to wait. I'm gonna put an energy on Sand Slash, maybe 50. I've got a few 11 Pokemon. I'll put it on Marowak just in case. Paralysed, unfortunately, that sucks. So we'll have to wait. Don't do it again. Yes, Tails. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so let's just draw some cards. Ooh, another Executor. Okay, on the bench ready. If he wins this game now, I'm going to be really surprised. Because I should be set to win. Triple Shake again. Damage increased. Taking out a prize card. Yep, 3 more to go. Sometimes you won't get Executor, sometimes you'll struggle, and you just, well, you can have the best deck ever made in any kind of card game. There's a lot of it is luck. Say about 60% luck, 40% skill, mostly. It's more or less half and half. Because if I had a bad hand, and I drew just, I don't know, Oricorio or further out, and I drew nothing but trainers and energy and I didn't get Executor, I'd really struggle. Let's energy up this. I'll show you this. For the attack, you can press Slush Rush, draw a card. It's handy, but I mean, look at me already. I'm on 16 cards. I'm half of what they've got in the deck, so I just drew that many cards. It's the only negative I can say to this deck really is you draw too much, if that's something to say. But look at the options I've got. The consistency of what I'm doing, it's just, can't really beat that. So we'll go again. And he'll play Raichu next, I assume, but I'm going to take it out, so it's pretty much won the game now. And even if Executor, some miracle, I managed to get knocked out. What's this? 10 damage. Yep, I think I've won this. Don't need to do anything else. I'm just going to go for the win. Done. And that's that. I may have got lucky there a little bit, but I used a lot of searching cards, a lot of drawing cards, and it's just a great deck to have. I tried Lightning Loop, Max Strike, Sky Guardian. they've got their own strengths. They are pretty good, but they can go wrong and really badly wrong. Whereas Tropical Takedown, I've got from situations where I thought I can't win this to pulling it back from near defeat. Definitely recommend checking that deck out. It's kind of a bit tricky to get used to because it requires a sort of discarding cards, drawing, and keeping an eye on what you're doing, checking your discard pile quite often. But it isn't too advanced. Beginners can use it. Super versatile, so check it out.